if they're thinking about buying a home and they're a little hesitant, should they, in 1995, get out there and do it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that right now there is a lot of advantages to a home purchaser. We talked a little bit about before about agency representation, which means now that you can hire your own real estate agent. By doing so, you will definitely save money. If you are working with a bona fide buyer broker, they can actually save you money buying this year. Whereas last year, buyer broker wasn't really around, and both agents that would work in that transaction worked for the home seller,
right?
Which means the buyer paid more. A reason to buy now, I'll give you a couple. First one is, we pay rent to live where we live. In many cases, we pay better than what we can afford rent, so we don't have to live at what our level is, something that's a bit more comfortable. While we're doing that, it makes it almost impossible to save any extra money for a down payment. And any money we do pay in rent, we will never recover it back, ever. It doesn't matter what we're paying. Okay? Financial plan to help you buy now, that's the only way to buy real estate. Ron says so, okay? If somebody cannot, on a piece of paper, explain what you're making, what this will buy you in the way of a house, on paper first, then don't do it. Okay? You know, in our lifestyle, we do not do anything without knowing that we have enough money to do it first. When was the last time you went to the grocery store, you got the buggy, you filled it all full of food, got to the cashier and said, "Do you have any money?" We never do that, right? We don't go to restaurants, we don't go to the gas pumps, we don't do anything without knowing that we have the ability to pay for it first, until it comes to real estate. Then we lose our mind. Honey, do you love it? Oh, I love it. Do you really want it? We really want it. Great, no problem. We'll get you in the house, no problem. Need financing? Don't worry, we'll look at it for it. And you're just in our hands. Don't do it. Know what it's all about first. Professional help to guide you. It's great to have a map. It's even better to have a guide. This is your first house. You're going to have a lot of questions. If you don't, start thinking some up now. The people that helped you on the way in here are here to do that, to answer questions. Okay? Do you know that people will take longer to plan and investigate their family vacation than they will to buy a house? I met a man who took longer to buy his $30,000 car than he did to buy a $300,000 house. I got a problem with that. That's a lot of money. Okay, so ask questions. Education of the buying process. What I've tried to do here is simplify the process, including costs and pitfalls that you could come up against in buying a house. Okay? Lastly, how to arrange a down payment. Here it is if you need it. If you don't, that's fine too. Okay? To summarize this, the only way we can help you now is to find out what you qualify for. Okay? What happens in this case is if you would have phoned me and said, "Ron, we're coming to the meeting, can you tell us how to get there?" Nope. What do you mean, no, I can't tell you how to get there? Well, I can tell you how to get there from where I live to where it is, but I don't know where you are. So I can't tell you how to get here from where you are. Because if you're coming from the east, I'm certainly going to give you different directions than if you're coming from the west. Okay? So the next step is financial qualifications.